Okay, so we are still following this pursuit. California Highway Patrol is the lead agency now. Sheriff's Department, they are down to one supervisor trailing behind. California Highway Patrol a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more protective of their area, so they may want to bring this to an end quicker. Now the deal is, if one of those California Highway Patrol vehicles approaches this guy, like comes up right behind him really fast, my guess is he's going to open, Cycle Lulu. Anyway, here we go. We're going to be eastbound 91 freeway, continuing on, and it's going to get interesting because I can actually put the camera out here. I don't think we're going to miss very much. If you're watching on the web, just take a look. Going to take a big turn right here. I know it's quite a distance, but that'll move pretty quickly, even very, very slowly. There's a huge accident out there. What do we see? Stopped traffic. So that's what's going to be, that's what's coming up if he stays on the 91. He could get off, he could take an off-ramp here or there. He could take the 55 as I understand it, but right now still on the 91 freeway. Still moving along very, very slowly. We're going to keep an eye on this guy for sure. Murder suspect. That's what this guy is. Dangerous, very dangerous, possibly even armed. So this started in the Carson-Compton area. Sheriff's Department, out behind this guy. Lights and sirens. You probably can picture it. You've seen a lot of television. Lights and sirens come on. This guy takes off. It was going pretty well on the streets for a while. Gets onto the freeway, and basically this guy just gets in the carpool lane and starts driving. You know, right now this guy, very dangerous. These people around him have no idea what's going on. They probably have no idea who this person is, but a very dangerous situation. California Highway Patrol very close by, and I'm sure that's because they're trying to keep the public safe. Now, he's going to continue these type of moves, squeezing in and out of these traffic right here, but this is going to come to an end as all lanes are shut down. There's an off-ramp coming up. Don't know if this is going to be Weir Canyon or not, but he might be taking it. I think they said Imperial. I'm not sure if this is Imperial. See, officers from Highway Patrol, they got their doors open. That's how aggressive they're going to take. They want this to come to a stop. There we go. He's kind of lurching forward, staying on the freeway. He's choosing the freeway. Don't know what that's all about. Right now, he's working his way. Here it goes. Here it goes. Oh, he's just pushing his way through there, keeping it moving, damaging that, getting that car a little boogered up for sure. Obviously, I'm a huge car guy. There he goes, getting in the HOV lane. Got a little bit more of an opening up right there, and he's going to take advantage of it. California Highway Patrol, a little slow on the go right there. They're basically stuck on the other side of traffic. This guy basically stuck behind traffic right now, not doing anything super aggressive. Those officers are going to try to work their way across. They want to stay close to this guy, an armed suspect. They need to keep the public safe. Right now, though, this guy just kind of moving along. The fast track, I got to tell you, I'm going to keep this car in sight. I don't want to lose it. That's it. Look at that. He is stuck. There is very little he can do. Don't know what the officers from California Highway Patrol are going to do. I'm sure people watching, we all armchair these things. We all sit there going, oh, why did he just pull in front of him? Why don't they shoot his tires out? All that's fine and good. The part of it that people don't realize is life and safety. This is real life. This isn't a video game. When people get hurt, they really get hurt. If officers make a wrong decision and somebody gets hurt, that's going to weigh on that officer for a long time. And right now, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep the public safe. I'm hearing that the pause right there is I'm actually trying to listen in. Our scanner audio needs to be repaired. Just putting that out there. We've had some real difficulties with that. It would be nice if I could actually hear what's going on and not just part of it. Look at that! I love it! Some social media happening right there in that blue Honda Civic. I don't know who that guy was, but good on him. All right, there we go. He got out of that fast track, and you see right there some other California Highway Patrol getting behind him right now, moving a lot faster. This guy's trying to put some distance between him and those officers. Don't know what that break was all about. Basically sped up And right here, didn't see any spike strips, didn't see any type of dramatic moves. But right now, this guy really just kind of I don't know what his plan is. Maybe his plan is just to bore the CHP to death. Maybe I'm just going to drive real slow and these guys are just going to get bored and leave me alone. They won't. But right now, this is coming up very, very fast here on the fast track lane, 91 freeway, Anaheim Hills. You can see California Highway Patrol. That's as close as I've seen an officer in a while. Making their way out here, slowly working up to that accident here on the 91. Traffic still almost completely stopped. After that, though, wide open. Now you're going to say, oh, you know what? He's going to hit that, and he's going to just floor it, and it's going to get all exciting. I'm right there with you. But my guess, he's going to get out of the traffic, and he's going to roll at about 20, 25 miles an hour. You know, I'm saying that because I want to be wrong. Seems like every time I say something like that's going to happen, the opposite happens. I'm hoping for the opposite. Don't want that to happen. I want you viewers at home or wherever you are right now watching this to have the best viewing experience that you can have. This guy right here in the Chevy, I like this. Oh, look at that. Whoa! Yeah! Oh! Yeah, good Samaritan. Good on you there, buddy, but not quite the outcome that you wanted. There you go. Still moving along out here, and that's one of the reasons why you don't, as a viewer or as somebody that may come across this, you don't want to get involved. Many times, I hear people saying, oh, if I was down there, I'd do this and I'd do that. You know what? This is a very obscure reference, but you know what? You saw what happened to Flea in the movie Pursuit, and you don't want that to happen to you. So anyway, half a mile to the accident right now. If not, then he might be having a flat tire here shortly. That'll at least bring some excitement to the table. Right now I'm waiting anxiously as the countdown continues. We're going to be going live on Channel 9 here shortly. I'm going to drink some more water, save my voice for a moment or two. We're going to be on 9 here. 91 freeway approaching the 241. That is a very powerful car with a lot of maneuverability, even with those two flat tires. Now, this pursuit has been going since the Compton Carson area, started on the streets, got on the 91 freeways, been there ever since. We did see some dramatic moments earlier on in the Anaheim Hills when we came up to some very, very stopped traffic. You can see some damage on that car. That's because he was hitting other cars to get through the traffic. He has two flat tires right now on the driver's side, so that is going to be impairing that vehicle somewhat. Don't know what this guy is going to do. It's been a very slow speed pursuit for sure. Started out, Sheriff's Department, they were the ones in pursuit. They had a helicopter above it. They had many units behind it, but they gave it off to the California Highway Patrol as it stayed on their freeways. Right now, those tires are really starting to get flat. Those were low profile to begin with. Right now, they're no profile, especially on the bottom, because that's the flat part. Right now, you can see those tires really starting to wear off, right? And you can imagine inside that car, there's some lights flashing. That car is saying, hey, buddy, you got some flat tires. But right now, this is continuing on. Somebody once asked me, very good friend of mine, his wife actually asked me, an older woman, said, but still very attractive, said to me, watching this pursuit, she learned something once that she did not know that you can drive on flat tires. And this is something, a little educational. If your tire does go flat, it's not recommended. Your stability is going to be greatly compromised. But if you're in a situation where you get a flat tire on a freeway or in a spot, you can drive on a flat tire for some time. So just a little bit of information right there. This car definitely has two flat tires on the driver's side. Continuing on right now, we have passed the 241. We're going to be entering the Corona area here shortly. Now, California Highway Patrol behind this vehicle, they have many cars behind this vehicle right there, and none of them actually have made the approach to go ahead and pit this vehicle. We do know a couple of them are pit qualified. Don't know why they haven't done that. Maybe because of the possibility that this person is armed. Those officers right there, you saw they were actually hiding behind their vehicles, taking cover behind the vehicle. That's probably because this is an armed suspect. He may have just hit some more spike strips.
Hey, Stu, I know a lot of the higher-end cars may also have run-flat tires. That may be a factor in why he can continue on maybe a little bit longer, even though you still can drive on the rims when the tires are flat. But again, this is, I think you said an S500 Mercedes, high-performing car. I believe it's a V8 engine and probably equipped with those run-flats, so he might be able to go for quite a bit longer than the average car that gets spike stripped.
It certainly looks like he's going pretty fast right now with those flats.
Yeah.
We just want to remind everybody this is an early edition of KCAL 9 at 8 o'clock as we continue to follow this breaking news of a pursuit of a murder suspect on the 91 freeway. Also, this is eastbound near the 241 in Anaheim Hills. And this started about an hour ago, and since then, this suspect in this black Mercedes S550 has crashed into cars in traffic, has gone maybe 20 miles an hour on the slow end and maybe 50, 60 on the high end.
There was even a traffic break, I believe, by the CHP as they continued on the slow speed portion of this pursuit. And people, there he goes into the K-rails, but people were asking why are they not pitting him?
He's got no control. No control of this car. No control at all. That's very unusual. I'm shocked to see that. He's basically lost at least his two front tires. No control of the car. Can't get that car to turn to the right now. You can see that front wheel basically turned over to the right. The car basically just keeps pulling over to that K-rail, sliding across those K-rails right there. K-rail, that concrete wall, and he hit another one right there. Really, this is very unusual stuff. Now he's going to really start punishing that car. If that rail kind of goes away, I'm going to try to get a little bit more direct over it, see if we can see some sparks coming off of it. I can imagine this car putting out some sparks. No more K-rail. Whoa! Taking out some more stuff right there. This car really starting to move it. He's kind of really pushing that car. No control of the car at all. Keeps hitting those K-rails. This is very unusual stuff. Not what we were seeing earlier on. And he seems to really starting to pick up the speed. Don't know why. Every time he loses, there goes one of the tires. This car just punishing itself as it keeps hitting those K-rails. You can see some sparks coming out of the other side of the car, the passenger side, some sparks out of the driver's side as well. Now, he does have that wheel all the way cocked over. You can see that person, if you really look in there, has it all the way over, and he's basically just riding that center, the median right there, picking up speed. Now, this car does have a top speed of about 150 miles an hour. That's where it's limited to. Whoa! Whoa! Now he's going across all lanes. He's going to stay a little bit wider. Kind of curious what he's going to go into. There are no K-rails on this side. You can see those wheels locked up as he's trying to get control. Going across there, hitting, going to hit the metal medium. Don't know what his plan is right there. Seems like he's slowing it down. California Highway Patrol right behind him. Smoke coming out of the car right now. Smoke coming out of the car. Don't know if that vehicle is stopping on its own or if it's the driver that's is doing it. But right now, officers got their guns out. This car completely smoking right now, probably from hot metal and rubber and maybe brakes. Don't see any fire. Now, one thing I did see when I glanced over there was a dog in that gaggle of officers. Probably going to be something they might use. All the windows right now on that car are closed. So, this may become some sort of standoff out here. I believe we are very close to the 71 if we're not on it right away.